Hi, this is Chris Smith from the OptionClub.com. We just finished our OptionVue first session seminar. We have two more sessions that are coming up. They're going to be 1 week from tonight, which is July 30th, which is Wednesday, July 30th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That would be 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Jim Graham is going to pick up with us again. He did a fantastic job tonight providing a very good overview of how this software works. I'm going to have a video of that product demonstration that Jim put on. So if you're not on the email list, get on it. Just go to theoptionclub.com, give me your name, give me your email, and confirm that subscription, and then I'll get you a link to the video. But here's something that I want to show you guys. Jim profiled this feature in his demonstration, but this is one of the things that I really find to be a tool I am enthusiastic about in a big way. I've been trading options for several years now. I have lost some pretty big chunks of change in my journey as an options trader. I haven't done that for a while. And one of the reasons I believe that I haven't done it is that I began to develop a mindset as a risk manager. See, options trading is a business, and it's very similar to being in the insurance business. You know, being an actuarial for an insurance company. Insurance companies have to decide whether they're going to take risk. That's their business, is taking on risk, accepting premium for taking on that risk, and then managing their risk and their expenses to generate an overall profit. That's what option traders do. We look at the market, we look at risk, we take positions in the market where we believe we're going to be adequately compensated for that risk, and we try to manage that risk and our expenses so that we have an overall profit. If we're not able to do that, what business do we have in the market? Here's what's called the status page on OptionVue 5. What's the big deal about the status page? Well, the status page gives me the status of my portfolio. Now, if you look up here, it says account. You can set up as many accounts as you want. They can be real accounts. In other words, we can model the stuff that you're currently trading in the market. Or you can set up hypothetical accounts or paper trading accounts. So this doesn't have to be a real account, but what you're going to do is you're going to set it up and you're going to place trades. Those trades are recorded in the account, and it's going to give you the ability to pull up this status page. All right, so you can go to your brokerage account, right? You pull up a page on your broker's website or trading platform, and it tells you what positions you have. But it doesn't do what OptionVue does. Here's some information about this account. You can see that I have positions on IWM. I'm long 3 puts. I'm short 2 puts. You can see that I have a position on the RUT, which looks like a big iron condor. And then I have some puts on the spider. And I'm short some puts on the spider. Okay, so the thing I need to do now as an option trader, as a risk manager, is to assess my overall risk in the market and make a determination as to whether I need to do anything to hedge that risk. Because the thing that's going to hurt me is not my profits. The thing that's going to really, really hurt me are my losses. And that's where I need to focus my attention on. A lot of novice option traders, when we first come to this game, and I'm guilty of having done this myself, we get just absorbed and focused on and obsessed with profits. But if you talk to professional traders, you talk to the guys on the floor, they don't focus on profits. They focus on risk. They're worried about what they're going to lose. They're not worrying about what they're going to make. So what we can do here is, the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to move this screen over here so you can see this, is there's this base delta. Now I use Thinkorswim to trade, and I've used their platform, and I think it's a terrific platform. And one of the things that Thinkorswim lets me do is select anything I want to model my overall portfolio delta on. OptionVue goes a step further than that. And what we can do is we pull down this tab, and it's not going to give me unlimited choices. It's going to give me several choices. And it's going to give me a tool for deciding which security, which index do I use to model my portfolio delta. And this little tool here is this number, this little decimal number, 0.84, 0.65, 0.89, 0.70. So should I use the DJX, which is the Dow 30? Should I use the EFA? Should I use OEX, the Qs, the RUT, the SPX, or the spiders? How do you know? What's the best one to choose? Well, OptionVue tells you. You just look for this number and see which one's the highest number, which one's closest to 1. And in this case, in this portfolio, it happens to be the spider. So that's what I'm using. I'm going to use the spider to model my portfolio. Would I have guessed that on my own? Probably not. If I was looking at this portfolio and I saw this RUT here and these IWM puts, I'd probably be thinking, you know what, I should probably select the RUT or maybe the IWM. I wouldn't have guessed the spider. So anyways, I've just gotten a little bit smarter, a little bit savvier because of this little tool that OptionVue built in. Alright, so I've modeled my portfolio based on the spider for delta. And it tells me I have a portfolio delta of negative 69. And what that means is that my portfolio is the equivalent of being short 69 shares of the spider. It also tells me my portfolio theta. I've got a positive theta 55. This means that every day, all else being equal, I'm going to make $55.50 just from the erosion of time. Now here's where the stuff gets really interesting. Because again, my concern is losing money. I don't want to do it. So what I'm going to do before I go to bed tonight is I'm going to click Hedge Finder, because I want my portfolio to be hedged against significant loss. So you click on Hedge Finder, OptionVue looks at your portfolio, it models your portfolio, which it just did here, and here's a risk curve of my whole portfolio. Along the horizontal axis, we have percentile moves of the underlying index. This magenta line reflects a 1 standard deviation. This aqua line reflects 2 standard deviations. And now I can have a visual image in my mind as to what my risk looks like. But it gets better. It gets better because now I look at this picture, I say, all right, look, it looks like I want to make about a 14% yield just by holding this position. But I want to hedge against significant portfolio loss in the event there's a significant downside move in the market. So we're going to find hedge, right? Simple button to click. Tell OptionVue just answer a couple of simple questions. How far out do I want to hedge? A month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, or do I want to give it a date certain? I'm just going to select 2 months. I just want to hedge this for 2 months because all my positions are pretty much short term. They're going to expire in August, or I'm going to be adjusting them by August. So 2-month hedge is good for me. If the market does go down, how much of a decline in my portfolio am I willing to accept? It has to be at least 5%, but I'm going to put in 10%. I'll stomach a 10% loss of capital. All right? I can sleep at night if I know my portfolio will not go down more than 10%. Do I want to sell credit spreads? This helps finance the trade. I'm going to say no. Then I'm going to hit continue. What OptionVue did is it just told me that my portfolio is already sufficiently hedged to prevent a 10% decline. I can go to sleep and I don't have to worry. I just reduce my stress. I just reduce the amount of time that I'm going to spend futzing around looking for puts. Now, if my portfolio was not adequately hedged, what OptionVue would do is it would go out, it would find the best puts to buy to hedge that portfolio, and it would make that recommendation to me. And all I have to do then is place the order. So that's the Hedge Finder from OptionVue. That's just one of the many, many, many features that is getting me all worked up and excited about this software program. And I hope you join us for the next 2 sessions. Bye.